It is very, very close. That close, we've actually started to take some stuff to the tip that we can't palm off on our friends and family or isn't suitable for the charity shops, but it is close. Oh, it's close. I'm off to the tip.
Okay, well if I'm not in, I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, I've got another load to do though, love.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, I'll see you later. Yeah, can I have a sausage and egg McMuffin, please? Shh, don't be telling Mrs. Bonneville now. But it is close. Oh, it's close. Did you miss us? Mrs. Bonneville, where are we?
Sheffield Quays. Sheffield Basin.
We're at Victoria Quay, to be perfectly precise. Right, before we start, thank you ever so much for all of the lovely feedback for last week. As usual, if you've missed it, take a look here or wherever it is. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for those folk that have followed Mrs. B on social media. If you haven't, why not? It's all free. Think about subscribing and hitting that bell icon. Right, so we are at Victoria Quays in Sheffield. Let the fun and games begin, as they say. And also, this isn't really going to be a vlog as such, but more on that in a memento. Right, come on, let's go and have a look.
Go!
Now then, before we start, just a very quick update. You know that boat we went down to view at Dunchurch Pools Marina? I'll clip it here. We had a comment from Matthew. Yeah. Matthew caused us a 200-mile wasted journey because Matthew bought that boat. You know, the one that we went to have a look at? I'll clip it again. That when we got there, New and Used Boat said, unfortunately, it's been, or there's an offer being put in on it. What a small world. Matthew, I know you subscribe to us. Listen, great boat. Yeah. Hope the boat sail, hope the survey, hope everything goes through as it should do, because it did look a very nice boat.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful, isn't it?
We've got
We're not
cruisers.
envious.
We are. We've got cruiser stern envy. But no, seriously, I just wanted to shout that out. Thanks for contacting us, bud. And seriously, hope the boat purchase goes really well for you.
Send us a pic when you're on it, like that.
No, don't, because we went 200 miles to view it.
Can I just say just a little hello to Adam from Poole. Hi, Adam from Poole, and Robert from Northampton.
Yeah, you'll hear a little bit more about that on our podcast. Right, come on, let's go and have a look, Mrs. B. Yeah, so as you that little clip earlier, the house sale. The house sale's progressing.
It's like Boxing Day at our house. There's boxes everywhere.
Yes, it's not a pretty sight at our house at the moment, but house sale is progressing. So just keep your fingers crossed for a tiny little bit longer. Right, come on. Right, so here we are on a lovely, typical summer's day. It's very great. It's like a November day.
We've got our sunglasses on because it was a little bit brighter. It keeps the sun it's trying to get through. So we just
Yeah, it is. Right, so look, as I say, the house sale's progressing. So thank you for all the lovely comments on that. Thanks for being gazumped on that boat. You know who you are, we just talked about you. And Google gazumping if you're not sure what... yeah, he knows I'm only joking.
Yeah.
Now, look, this isn't going to be a vlog. It's more of a signpost to our podcast. We are, and we have done, I should say, our first podcast. We recorded it a couple of days ago. When you're watching this, you'll also be able to listen to our podcast. Now, if you take a look on lovelifetriumph.co.uk, I've clipped some stuff in here now, you will see there's a little menu bar at the top of the screen that says podcast. If you click on podcast, you can get to our very, very first podcast, which we've called Mortar to Water. Right, more on the podcast in terms of the format, the structure and future plans in a moment, but we are just going to go and enjoy our cup of coffee in a, well, very, very, it's a nice setting. Victoria Quay is a very nice place if you've got a narrowboat. The Sheffield, I think it's the Sheffield and Tinsley Canal?
Sheffield Tinsley Canal. It's 43 miles long and there's 27 locks. It takes you up to, you go up through the Tinsley.
It's not 43 miles long.
It takes you up to, it joins up with the River Trent.
The Sheffield and Tinsley Canal is 43 miles long.
It's 43 miles long and has got 27 locks, and it joins Sheffield, Doncaster, Rotherham with the River Trent.
Wow, I didn't know that. I honestly thought it was about 6 or 7 miles long.
It's 4 miles up to Meadow Hall. If you want to walk up towards Tinsley on the towpath, we did that when it was a really hot day, didn't we? And it takes you up to Meadow Hall, the big shopping centre.
Wow.
And what's actually quite nice about that, and you can put a picture in here, wherever.
I hate when she does this. I have to find a copyright-free picture.
They got so many artists to do some murals on the towpath.
Murals.
Murals. And I can't say murals, can I? And so they did. There's 13 really, really nice murals along the towpath as you're going along. They're really, really good. So that's it, yes.
Right, goodbye. Bye. Newsflash. Mrs. Bonneville's just checking how long the Sheffield and Yorkshire navigation.
I know, I saw it.
I honestly thought it was about 5 or 6 miles long, Sheffield and Tinsley Canal. I know it obviously joins probably
It's called the Sheffield and South Yorkshire Navigation, that's what it's actually called.
I'll shut up, shall I?
That's the picture of where it passes, and underneath, can you see?
It runs for a length of 43 miles and has 27 locks. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Right, so why a podcast? So basically we were getting a lot of questions and we thought we would introduce those questions into our podcast as opposed to clogging up this vlog. So that's the main reason, and a few others in terms of what we kind of want to introduce. The podcast itself has got 4 sections. The first one we've just alluded to. We're going to call it Boaters Q&A. So as I say, all of the questions that you've sent us via the YouTube comments or via our website, we've put into something called the Boaters Q&A. We've got something called So You Think You're Clever, which again, if you listen to the podcast, you will hopefully enjoy that. We really enjoyed recording the first one of those. We've also got a section on special guests, which again, if you listen to the podcast, you'll find out where we're going in terms of our thinking there. And the final section is, do you need this for your boat? Now again, when you listen to the podcast, you will also find out the direction of travel in terms of our thinking. Now, you'll also hear us talk on our podcast future plans for how we're going to go about recording and filming. So the first couple will be just recordings, and when we're on the boat and we've settled in to the boat, we are actually going to film the podcast. You'll also always be able to just listen to it.
We'll just have to make sure we're not in our pyjamas or something, won't we?
Yeah, because trust me, the first one we recorded, you really, really didn't want to see that being filmed because the house is an absolute tip.
Can I just tell you? I know your arm's aching. But I remember my mum saying, ages ago, she said when they were younger, my mum's about 76, she said they used to say when we were in our 20s, they'll invent phones where you can see each other. And my mum said, that'll never happen. That's never going to happen. She said, and you'd have to make sure you looked half decent when you were on phone with someone. And now, obviously, we can. If I just thought I'd throw that in, I don't know why I did.
Why?
I don't.
Why? What am I supposed to do with that? When Mrs. Bonneville does these
I don't know.
weekly vlogs, I dread to think the structure. Why? What use is that?
It just came into my head then. And if it comes into my head, I have to let it out of my mouth quickly because otherwise I forget.
This is Mrs. Bonneville's hometown. Nothing to say about that, have you?
I love my own town.
She does. And I've said before many times privately, I love the fact that Mrs. Bonneville loves her hometown, because that's a good sign. She'd always be proud. Wherever you're from, be proud of it.
I was just saying to Mr. B, when I worked at the Sheffield Star many years ago, the Sheffield Star newspaper, we had one of our Christmas do's on a canal boat on here. And let's just say it was very cold and it was raining and everything. It wasn't one of my happiest memories of that.
Only because they weren't allowed to drink.
Yeah, we couldn't drink or stuff.
Right, come on, let's go and have a little wander down the Sheffield and Tinsley Canal.
Oh, this is where the murals are. The murals. It's not a mural.
It's not a mural.
It's not a mural.
It's a mural.
What's a mural?
What's a mural?
Mural.
That's a mural. This is a haggard husband who just wants a boat. Just want a boat. It's all I want, a boat and a dog.
With that much closer,
Oh,
we've got about that.
Seriously.
That much to go.
Seriously, you're all invited to the party when we finally get our house sold. You're all invited. Right, come on.
What
No,
what do they call it when you, not cyber, you're invited, you know, like when you have a Zoom call or team, what do they call it? You're invited, what's the word I'm looking for? When it's like this.
Video conference, filming.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know, seriously, what you're trying to say.
I don't know, it'll come to me.
Oh,
when I can remember it, film it, I'll see it.
Unbelievable. I do love her. Apparently the
Virtual.
word...
So you can all join us virtually. That's what I meant.
Do you think they'd want to join us virtually when you don't even know what you're trying to say?
Probably more virtual than in person, I feel.
Goodbye. Jeez, goodbye. Oh, I do love her, but goodbye. Wow. Wait till you see this. Now, as I say, today isn't really a vlog. It's just us signposting our podcast. But I'm going to turn the camera around. Yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute. Mrs. Bonneville just said there's someone on this boat. But let me just show you what is behind me. Look at that. Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. And there's another one a little bit further down.
Very nice.
Wow.
It's barged. It's like, I bet they've got a discotheque in there, and a cinema and everything.
What is it?
It's just huge.
What type of boat is that? Oh wow. Our budget doesn't stretch to that. Mrs. Bonneville's looking at me now as if to say, why can't you work harder, man?
We'd not get that on any of the canals, would we?
I don't think we would. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. Oh, let me just... Wow. Let me just turn the camera out to show you this one. Look at that. Oh. That's a stunner. Here's the one we can afford. Look right behind me now. You see it? It's a doer-upper. It's Mrs. Bonneville. Oh look, that's her phone. Imagine, at least she's not been doing social media today.
Hello, hi. Very good, thank you. No. The neighbour below.
Estate agent. Can I just say, for the record, Mrs. Bonneville's brilliant. They come round, take some photographs, charge you thousands of pounds for them, and then phone you once it's nearly all done to say, hey, yeah.
Oh, she's really nice though. I like
Nice
her.
lady,
Really
but
nice.
estate agents. Ooh, I don't know how you sleep. We hope you enjoy our first podcast. We really, really do, folks. As I say, we know we're going to love recording these, and ultimately we will film them for you. But the first couple will be recorded. Please, please, please drop us a comment in terms of what you thought of it. Likes, dislikes, the good, the bad, everything. And then we will look to improve it.
Yeah.
Right, until next time, please, please think about subscribing to you know who on social media. Maybe even give us a little subscribe on our little YouTube channel and hit that bell to make sure you don't miss any of our uploads. And we will see you next week.
And who knows where
Well,
we'll be
yeah,
next week or what's happening next week.
It's a job. It's a job to say. It's a job to say. Right, stay safe, stay well, and we will see you next week,
Yeah,
folks.
see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Yes, I did kiss at the screen. Goodbye. I don't know why I do that. Hold on. See if you think it. See if you think it. No. No. Come on.
The Burial.
Mural. Reason for the podcast is, as I say, we wanted to address all of the questions and... Oh, hold on.
We've just seen a boat, in fact, we should have filmed it really, and it said ARMUCH. And Darren looked at it and went, and I said, it's how much?
Anyway.